Hey everyone, I'm MisterBo, and in today's Destiny video we're going to be talking about the recent leak for the brand new expansion called Rise of Iron, which is going to be coming out at the end of this year. So earlier this week on Reddit there was an image that was posted up of a brand new leak to do with the brand new Destiny expansion, and this is the image that was shown. As you can see, it is the brand new expansion that is going to be coming to Destiny. Now, not only did this image get put up, we also got a picture of the same image from a different view, which confirmed even more that this was real. And then later on the next day, Kotaku actually put up an article, which I will leave a link to in the description below, in which they have sources confirming that this is indeed a real leak and Rise of Iron is indeed the next expansion, and they had some more details about that, which I'll go into in just a bit. But first, let's take a look at the poster and see what's on it. So I'm sure the first thing that stands out for you guys is definitely the Titan on the front here, who looks an awful lot like Lord Saladin. We don't know if it is him yet, but it certainly is plausible. With the title Rise of Iron, it would suggest we're going to be getting more information about the Lords of Iron and possibly something new with the PvP event, the Iron Banner. This guy is carrying a flaming weapon. Now, I've seen a lot of people think that this is a hammer, but I personally believe that this is an axe. It looks more like an axe to me than a hammer. It doesn't really have the depth of a hammer, so this might be confirming we're going to be getting axes as a brand new melee weapon. Perhaps we'll get solar axes, void axes, and maybe even arc axes. That could be really cool to see. He's also surrounded by some wolves, and we know wolves are the symbol of the Iron Banner and the Lords of Iron, so maybe we'll be seeing some wolves in game. Perhaps there'll be some kind of new pet system, but I don't really see that happening. As to why they're there, it might just be for the look of the poster to make it look cool. And the final thing to do with this Titan here is that he's wearing a cape. Now obviously we know hunters had cloaks before as their class item, Titans have marks, Warlocks have bonds. Maybe we're going to be seeing some kind of cape or cloak for the other two, Titans and Warlocks. Maybe they'll be able to get those in the future. We'll just have to wait and see. Of course, he is standing in the Cosmodrome. It's very snowy, and some people on Reddit have actually managed to pinpoint where they think this location is on the Cosmodrome wall, and they have worked it out to be the first initial spawn location when you start the game. Now, it could be that location, it could not be that location. Pretty hard to tell at this moment, but as you can see, he has knocked down the wall and is in a sort of new area. Perhaps maybe this is how we'll be accessing a new patrol area in the Cosmodrome. Maybe we'll be able to go across that bridge in the spawn location, or maybe there'll be a section of the Cosmodrome's wall that is knocked down and we can go through that into a new location. I don't think we're going to be seeing any new planet locations in this expansion. I think they're going to be saving that all for Destiny 2. So let's move on to the Kotaku article, in which they have some actual information about what we can expect in this expansion. Now, the first thing is a brand new raid. Bungie actually sort of teased last week that we're going to be getting a brand new raid in their live stream. Well, it seems like we're going to be getting a raid that is centered around the Fallen and is going to have some kind of a twist to it. As to what that twist is, we don't know at the moment, but definitely hearing that we're going to be getting a Fallen raid gets me excited. Hopefully it takes place on the Cosmodrome, because I think that could be a really cool location for a raid. But that is all the information we have about the raid. Kotaku also said that this expansion was originally going to launch in April, but due to the reorganization of things earlier in the year when Destiny 2 actually got delayed till next year, they decided to push this back until fall, meaning that they had more time to work on it, and hopefully we'll get a lot of cool stuff in this expansion. Now, the final thing I wanted to talk about all this leak stuff, of course it is just leak stuff until Bungie actually officially confirms it, which I'm sure they will do at E3 during PlayStation's press conference. Take this all as a rumor, but taking a look back at the poster, we can see the logo here that says Destiny Rise of Iron, and then it has the little logo underneath that. We can't really quite make out what that is. It looks like a sword, but this logo is very reminiscent of the Dark Below and the House of Wolves, and is not at all similar to the version that we see with the Taken King. Now, what that makes me believe is that this expansion is going to be similar size to those two expansions, maybe slightly bigger, because Bungie has learned a lot since doing those, and I think we all really want something the size of the Taken King. But seeing as the logo is similar to those two and not the Taken King, that just makes me think it's not going to be quite as big, but I could be completely wrong. We'll just have to wait and see. Now, the final bit of information that Kotaku actually had was not about this expansion and was instead about Destiny 2. They said that Destiny 2 has actually been rebooted and the staff working on it has been reorganized, and now Luke Smith, who was the head of the Vault of Glass and I believe the head of the Taken King expansion, is now the head of the Destiny 2 project. So I think that's actually pretty good, because I think everyone really enjoyed the Taken King, and I know everyone really enjoyed the Vault of Glass. Pass, so I can't wait to hear more about Destiny 2. We probably won't get that this year, it'll probably be next year's E3. We'll just have to wait and see though, we might get some sort of tease later on in the year. But let me know what you guys think of this. Are you excited for the Rise of Iron expansion? What do you think is going to be included in it, and would you like to see the Fallen raid? Let me know in the comments below. Sorry for the lack of videos in the last few weeks. I am going to be starting to get back into the swing of making videos, if not every day, every other day. We've got Overwatch coming out later this week, so make sure you stay tuned for that stuff. But if you guys enjoyed this video, feel free to give the like button a big old hug, and feel free to subscribe for tons of more Destiny content and coverage. Hope you guys have an awesome day. Thanks for hanging out, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye bye.